Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us is our almost level 30, in fact 98% of the way through a level 29. Hi Elf Mage, and of course the wonderful Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
I'm fantastic.
He's fantastic.
Just fantastic.
Not an ounce of sarcasm in his voice whatsoever. Of course, if you joined us in the last episode, you might notice that we had made our way through to a new zone. Here we go. Look at this in the map. You can see we're in the Scarlet Gorge, or the Scarlet George, as apparently is colloquially known within the game. And of course, you will notice that it's a very Western-themed area. So far, we've seen a lot of things, kind of if you've watched a good old John Wayne Western in the past from the old days. You can see over there, we've got ourselves a bit of a shanty. We've got the dry sort of dust bowl nature of this zone, which looks pretty cool. But Tallahassee, apparently it's not that fantastic. Is that because of the quests, do you think?
It's just a bit boring.
Yeah, just a bit boring, he says. What do we got here as we hand in? We've got foul patrols. Let's see, more armor, same intelligence, less wisdom. Okay, we're going to get something that's more expensive. I think we'll take that one there to finish off that quest. Whoa!
Bang!
Bang! Level 30. Thank you very much. In fact, how far away from level 30 are you?
95% of the way in.
Oh, 95%. Alright, so you're getting close. So you'll be next. Alright, so while we're here and while we've got your attention, let's have a look at our soul tree, because of course, now that we've hit level 30, we can actually spend a couple of points. By the way, look at that lovely guild saying grats. Because of course, when you are in a guild and you earn an achievement, it actually spams it across the guild channel so everyone gets to know. So that's very nice of them, isn't it? Alright, so we look in our soul tree here, and we're on our support battery build, our role. Now Tallahassee, I've got, what do we got here? Got a couple of things that we can put into. Now I'm going to imagine that we've got 2 out of 3 in one of these. I imagine we just want to put 1 point at least into this. Natural Fusion increases the bonus to heals from your Lifebound Veil provided by Synthesis for, what is that, by an extra 60%. That's a given, right? We'll put our last point into that one.
Yes, please.
Alright, there we go. That's done. Alright, now we've got a couple of choices left. We've got 4 choices. Here we go. We've got Raised in Nature increases your endurance by 7% of your intelligence. I don't need endurance, do I? As a squishy mage?
Yes, you do.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Alright, well there's that. Or...
Yes, you do. Because you're getting 51 points into that tree.
Oh, okay. Well, there's also Call of Spring, which increases the amount of healing done by your direct heals by 6%. Now, yeah, I could
do that one.
Yeah, let's do that. There we go. 2 out of 5. That's done. So they are now increased by 6%. Let's save and exit, and hopefully that will help us survive a little bit more. Let's have a look on our map. You can see that we've got a quest up the north there. Should we go back and hand that one in, find Dame Chloe Hissler, or are we going to go south?
We're going to hand in at the watch first, because then we have to go up and around anyway.
Oh, okay. So of course, folks, you'll see off there in the distance the Particulum. That's one of the first things we did in the last episode. Once we got here, was made sure we go and talk to the Particulum Master, because of course that means that will now be a destination for our Particulum travel, for fast traveling around the world. Very important that you do that. Stone Cold Warriors, and oh, there we go, a whole bunch of quests opening up now. We've got to kill Endless Court Warriors, Wizards and Mercenaries. And the other quest that we have here says use the containment unit to pacify lost souls in Stonecrest, which is southeast of where we are, then gather them for Helen Tyrellis. Now, again, we're not kind of keeping up on the lore very well at the moment, but that Helen person rings a bell to me. Have we come across her before?
Aha, good to see you.
I have no idea.
Okay. Serelda Peel, she here needs our help recovering some personal items she left behind in Stonecrest to the south. So let's have a look on our map now. And you can see we've got a whole bunch of stuff down the south. What about this quest up north? Do we worry about that now, or do we head down south for the other quests?
We'll be going there next.
Oh, okay. So south for now.
Actually, where's the healer? Healer's up here.
Oh, healer. Oh, that's right. Of course, we died. That's a good point. And we haven't healed. We died in our last episode. Whoopsie.
Peace be to you.
Ouch. 3 gold. Anyway,
And
there we
whose
go.
fault was that, Sambo?
Oh,
Whose
come
fault
on.
was that?
I can't keep up. That's the thing, by the way, folks. Whilst a Chloromancer is definitely a great backup healer, I'm definitely struggling with her as a main healer. Is a Chloromancer actually designed to be a main healer? I wouldn't imagine so.
They actually do a lot of sort of direct heals in raids.
Oh, okay, in raids, yep. I suppose they're buffed out to the wazoo.
They're never like the main tank. Yeah, they're never the main tank healer, but they are still generally used as a sort of off healer and party healer.
Yeah, right. No, that makes sense. And of course,
But having said that, I have done some instances where a Chloromancer is the main healer, and I just fell off the lift.
Yeah, I saw that. Your horse just disappeared. What on earth happened? Did you fall through the geometry or something, like a bit of a glitch?
No, I went completely through the lift.
Huh.
Because the lift was stationary.
But you've now appeared miles away from my character. How's that? Oh, did you die? Oh, you did die.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You see how it's all shaded out?
Yeah, I just noticed. I wasn't looking. Whoops. I'm thinking, hang on, you fell down the bottom and you got teleported over somewhere else. Yes, well, that would be because you died. I are smart. That's what I are. I are very smart.
Some days I just don't get you.
Some days you wonder.
Seriously.
All right, we'll
Not
come.
as dumb man, I know.
We'll come down on the lift and say hello. Look at Slim hanging on the side there. It's weird how pets. It's funny in any game. It must be. I don't know what it is, but pets in games just don't like lifts. They either leave themselves behind or they sort of hang off the edge. It's very bizarre. All right, this time, man, we're off.
Yay.
Yay.
There should be an achievement for that. Successfully navigated, the lift.
Well, I wonder if there's a falling achievement, because there's definitely one in other games. I'm presuming there would be one in here.
Well, you can try jumping off the bridge.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? You would love that.
I actually did it on North to see if there was an achievement.
Yeah.
There isn't.
There isn't. It's if you're going to jump off anywhere, though, a bridge like this is where you jump off. It looks pretty cool, I must admit. It looks nice.
Yeah, there you go, kids. If you're going to jump off anything, go jump off a bridge.
Yeah, make it nice. I'm talking about in-game characters, of course. We're not advocating that anyone jump off a bridge. There's always a better way.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like in real life.
Yeah, no.
Because I was going to say that's a way to get subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Now, by the way, are you able to tell me where on earth we're going? Because I have no idea. Because there's nowhere on my map that's marked around here. Like, no quests.
Well, actually, this way over here is... Well, actually, that's only going to get us to the puzzle, which I don't want to get us to.
Oh. The Foul Cascade, it says. Because all my quests are kind of down in this area that I've just marked. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but we're going to get to the top of Riverfell.
Oh.
But there's another way that you can get to it. You can either, go up through the scaffolding.
Oh, yep.
But there's another way that you can do it as well.
Alright.
It's retarded, but you can get to it.
Alright, it's alright. We don't mind as long as we get there. I love the way the sky has changed again. You can see obviously it's turning to night now and the stars are coming out, but the clouds are really cool. They're actually 3D clouds, like volumetric clouds. They're not just an actual bitmap on the skybox, That's very cool, must say. Bloody
Yeah,
Scotty.
okay, you just talk about shit, nerd.
Hey, we were having a conversation about the cloud today at our brunch, and of course we're talking about the computing version of a cloud. And our friend McLarge Huge, he was saying, imagine if you could go back in time and go to a patent office and say, yep, g'day, I'd like to copyright the term cloud. I think you get a few strange looks. That, and what was he saying? App, the word app, cloud apps. and I don't know, there's probably some other ones as well. But of course you would get looked at sideways for all these things that are normal terms for us now. It's quite funny. Oh, so
Yep,
we've actually,
because we've gone the ridiculous way up.
we have, haven't we? What's interesting is that there's actually vegetation up here that's not all dust bowl like up the top here. That's okay. That's one way of getting there, I suppose.
It's easier than having to fight our way up, basically.
Are you here to help?
Alright, Riverfell mantle, what do we got there? Oh, that's a lot better than what I've got on. Let's control click them. Alright, I must say all my shoulder armour is kind of looking the same these days. That's alright though. Let's pop that on. Much better for our stats. We'll rune break that. Here we go, get ourselves some crafting materials. Okay, nesting instinct. What do we have to do here? Collect the contaminated source stone, and we have to collect digestive enzymes. Ew. And what does Ward Graves want us to do? Foul Talons and Foul Huntresses. Gosh, so much killing. Whoa, what is that over there? Is that a big spider?
The spider.
Aha. Well, it's been a while since we've seen spiders. We saw them down the bottom of, what, the Gloamwood zone, pretty much. It was the last time we saw them.
Yep. I really hate spiders, so I don't mind killing them.
Yeah, must admit, I'm not a fan either. Ew, digestive enzymes. Ew.
Seriously, spiders, get stuffed.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. Have you ever been in an altercation with one that's less than savoury?
Yes, I have.
Oh. And of course,
Yeah,
by the way,
I'm not going into it. It's still very traumatic.
It's well, of course, folks, we play in Australia here. We live in Australia, and I must admit, I'm from New Zealand, and we have a couple of very deadly spiders over there, but nothing like coming to Australia. And seriously, the amount of creepies and crawlies and snakes and God knows what else that are here. Do you know what, mate? Once upon a time when I was, not when I was living in Australia, but before I moved here, I was visiting, and I was out. Where was I? I think the place I was staying is a place called Port Macquarie. Do you know where that is, mate? Up the coast.
Yeah.
Wow, that's one big spider there. Port Macquarie, and this place actually had an outside toilet, of all things. And
oh, get stuffed.
yeah, I know. This is the thing. I was there doing my business, as you do, and literally, guess what crawled up between my legs? It was a spider.
Guessing redback or...
No, well, actually, it wasn't a redback, but it was, I don't know what it was, because I just ran out of there screaming like more of a little girl than I normally am. It wasn't a funnel web, because that would be a bit unusual if it was a funnel web, but it was very large, so I'm guessing it was probably a huntsman or something like that, so of course it wouldn't be able to do any damage to me, but god damn, the thing crawling up between your legs.
God, don't say that. I mean, do you know how many different types of spiders we have here in Australia that'll just ruin your shit forever?
No, I don't actually.
We've got one species called the recluse spider.
Yeah.
And basically they're a hateful spider.
What do they do? What's their trick? Because all the spiders seem to have one.
Basically they destroy your flesh.
Oh, ew, so dissolving flesh type stuff.
Yeah, I mean all the spiders do that, essentially, but these guys just, seem to do it a lot worse.
Ew. I don't know if I want to hear any more details. Was the altercation that you had wasn't with one of those though, was it? I hope.
No, just a huntsman, thank God.
Oh, huntsman. Although, you know what, we're talking about huntsmen, and by the way, folks, if you're not from Australia, just if you want to, if you haven't got a weak stomach, perhaps, or a fear of spiders, which is arachnophobia. Hey, by the way, Tallahassee, do we have to kill that Burrow down there?
No.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I sent bloody Slim in there already. Whoops. Look up on the internet, folks, look up Huntsman Spider and go to images, and you'll get an idea of what we're talking about. And They're commonly found in cities too, by the way. You generally find them hanging out on the ceiling or climbing up a wall above your bed, or in fact waking up next to one on your pillow is not unusual. But Tallahassee, although they're
they're a big-ass spider.
Yeah, they are. They're
a big-ass spider.
Yeah, they are. They really are. And they look awful. They look a lot worse than they are. And of course, technically speaking, they're not harmful. However, oh, what the heck is that? A Foul Talon. That's a new type of mob. Haven't seen that before.
Yep. You don't attack that yet.
Oh, too late. Too late.
Because, Slim's already off killing something.
Oh, is he? What's is Slim doing? Oh, Slim's up to his old tricks again. He must get bored and he just, wants to head off and start beating up on stuff. Why he does that, I don't know.
Blame you for that.
Oh, blame me. I honestly, I don't know. I guess because I attacked that burrow, maybe he aggroed another mob next to him, I guess. Anyhow, Huntsman...
No, he's just a dick.
Oh, okay. Huntsmen, folks, are technically well, they're scary. They might scare you to death. But, you can't... They're not like poisonous, like insta-death. But I have heard, Tallahassee, that if you were able to take their venom, because they do bite you, they break... Or rather, what I've heard is that the only reason that they're not harmful is because their little fangs aren't powerful enough to actually penetrate your skin. But if they did... or if they could, then the poison would be rather nasty. Is that true?
Yep. And that's the same with like Daddy Longlegs as well.
Oh yeah, Daddy Longlegs, yeah, same deal as well. And again, folks, if you don't know what we're talking about with Daddy Longlegs, look them up on Google, go to the images there. They're crazy looking things as well. And congratulations to Tallahassee, who levels to level 30. Well done, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now hopefully that will respawn.
It will.
That's very...
Or has it ticked over you as well?
I don't think so. There we go. No, I can still grab it, so that's okay. It's respawned already. There we go. Collect the contaminated source stones. Done. These Foul Talons, obviously like harpies in other games, very cool looking. Yet another great design example, behalf of Trion.
Just something different.
Yeah.
It's good. Different is good.
Yep. I'll never forget, of course, back in the day when we were doing the starter area, I guess. First time I ever saw the dragons. Very cool.
Yeah, I still really like their dragons.
Yeah. And look, this guy zoned in on me for some reason. He spawned right on top of me. It's okay. Managed to take him out. Oh, and he's put some kind of debuff. Malicious strike. Now, I'm only, 4 out of 8 of the Foul Talons. What are you up to? Same deal?
I'm 4 as well, but if you get to where I am, you'll...
There we go.
Get another one.
Excellent.
God. This is... Sorry folks, but this episode's probably a little bit tame compared to Furious George.
Well,
episode
you're
49.
Doing a good job of containing yourself. Now, one thing though I did note, a lot of people said, hey, that's really cool, we like hearing your opinion, and of course we always do, and you should do it more often. What we might do, folks, with the appropriate warnings, of course, because we have a lot of family folk that watch our episodes, what we might do is we might see if we can convince Tallahassee to perhaps, maybe, I don't know what, once every 2 or 3 weeks or so, we'll have a Rift Unleashed episode, perhaps, where it is of a mature content, where perhaps Tallahassee can go nuts on a topic of his choosing, or perhaps maybe that's an idea, mate. If we have a Rift Unleashed sort of episode series, and by the way, you guys let us know what you think of this in the comments below. If we do that, and perhaps a topic that's suggested by our viewers for you to go nuts on. What do you reckon? You could look through all the suggestions from the comments and choose one that you wish to actually that you wish to actually go nuts on? What do you reckon?
Well, I was actually going to suggest, why don't we do a different game? That way we don't corrupt Rift.
Well, yeah, there's a point in that, I guess.
I'm thinking maybe Saints Row 2.
Saints Row 2, and by the way, folks, thank you for bringing that up. I know a lot of you ask about that. Yes, Tallahassee and I did start filming a Saints Row 2 Let's Play series, and you will have seen our little trailers for that. And unfortunately, what happened there was another Let's Player actually picked up on it before us, and so there was very little point doing it because we would have been in competition with a very popular Let's Player, and we kind of stopped that. Hang on, by the way, sorry, quick shout out here. We've been messaged by Shieria. Hey, a big fan of you two. I watch all your shows on YouTube. Keep up the good work. Let's see if we can whisper them back and say, hi, many thanks for your support. Of course, we love hearing from our viewers, so if you see us online, don't be shy. Make sure you send either Tallahassee or myself a message, and if we're filming at the time, of course, you absolutely
I
get
got
a
a
shout
message
out.
from her as well.
Oh, good stuff. So yeah, so anyway, with Saints Row 2, we do have a few episodes in the bank with that one, and it's a good point actually, Tallahassee, because pretty much Saints Row 2 is a great game. And it's lots and lots of fun, full of quirks.
I think it's a little bit more, suited to the adult content.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's one thing that we did notice. Of course, there's a lot of adult content in that game, both in terms, well, not that we minded at all. Of course, lots of interesting, colourful language and themes, and of course it really lends itself to some interesting discussion. So yeah, perhaps that could be our Unleashed series, if you like, that's kind of more mature perhaps, and it would suit it definitely, because Rift's not really the right sort of, well, it's not really the right theme for doing that sort of stuff, is it really?
No, Rift is a little bit more
normal.
I'm trying to think on the right.
Bit more family friendly.
Yeah.
Whereas Saints Row 2 is clearly more mature.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
And now, speaking of Saints Row 2, by the way, I don't know about you, Tallahassee, but I'm absolutely going to be picking up Saints Row 3 without a doubt, because that just
already have it pre-ordered.
Oh, he's already got it pre-ordered. There we go. It's fantastic looking, and no doubt.
This way I get the Dr. Genki's
oh, the suit. The outfit.
Called? Yeah, no, there's that, and there's the human cannon thing.
That's right, I forgot about that. Brilliant.
So, for those that don't know, basically it's a truck that has a cannon on the back,
And
which
it's a
lets
man
you
cannon.
suck people up and then fire people out of the cannon.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get someone behind you?
I have no idea. They just sort of ran up on me for some reason.
Yeah.
No, they did. They did. I was just following you, and it appeared out of nowhere.
Sure.
Honestly, not sure. Anyway.
Are you here to help?
Yes, we are here to help. Stings because it's working. That's terrible. Okay, what do we have to do here? Bring the contaminated source stone to Helen.
Journey
Accept
well.
that, no problem.
Hello.
And another hand in
Find
there. You
your
can see I'm
breakfast.
basically already 2.5 bars in. Leveling up nice and fast. As we mount up, and what do we got down there now? Is that on the same level as us, or? Not sure.
He's one on the same level.
Well, we've got a quest to hand in down there where I've marked. I don't know if it's down in the river or if it's up high. Do we have to be high or low? Who knows?
It'll be down low.
Ah. How do we get down from here?
Oh, we do it the fun way.
Oh. Whee! Alright, that looks pretty cool. Oh, I was going to say, don't tell us there's an invisible... Whoa! Alright, that was definitely fun. And I saw a rainbow. I saw no unicorns, but I definitely saw a rainbow. This is great. So we're basically waterfall hopping.
Yep. The last one sucks.
Oh, that one, yeah, that one hurt. That definitely hurt. Oh no, no.
Heal up.
I ran
Trust you
right.
to attract
Yeah, but
the Gorge beast.
well, I ran right into a mob after getting hurt by falling down there. That last one definitely hurt. Ouch.
You should be able to skin that.
Yeah, you'd think so. But no, it doesn't actually come up at all. Wow, the water looks great in this area, doesn't it? Really, really awesome effects.
Ooh, rainbow.
Yeah. Well, look, to be honest, I know everyone says the same thing, but so far I haven't found this zone to be naff. I mean, it's got... Oh, apart from the fact I can't loot this mob. Why can't I target it? There we go. I reckon it's pretty cool so far. Although, must admit, there's a lot of it that I haven't seen yet. Oh, yeah, actually it seems to go... Whoa, okay. We're only in the top section of it? Good lord. That's a big zone.
Yeah, the bottom half is basically for... What is it? Yeah, for the Defiant.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we're not really going to get down there that much.
No, not right down the bottom.
Ah.
But we do need to go there for the can or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I must admit that the way that the lighting and the colours come out here at night in this zone looks so different to it than it does during the day. It's very cool, very well done. A lot of attention to detail there. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Helen,
there is.
Are you here to help?
Planerite. It's an
Good
interesting
luck.
reward. Okay, we'll take the planerite.
Now, how are we going for time?
We've got only a couple of minutes left. So
Okay.
what do we got down? I can see we've got a couple of quests down the bottom there. We're going to have to leave them for the next episode, I presume. Or did you want to head somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that going to be...
I think that might be it, folks.
What's down there? Why, is there quite a complicated event down there or something? Or is it just a long-winded
It's just a long-winded sort of
area?
quest.
Okay, yeah, you can see here, folks, we have to collect bootlegged hooch. We have to collect Serelda's letters, a locket, and it's all around a place called Stonecrest. You know what's funny? By the way, when you're zoomed out on this map, when you want to get an overview of the zone, it's all cool and stuff. And if you zoom into a certain point, as you can see there, it actually starts getting blurry. I completely forget that you can actually zoom in really, really close. And look at the detail on the map, folks. It's actually really quite high res. I've never done that before. I always stopped sort of out here where it's all blurry and always thought that the map wasn't that great. But look at that, there's actually heaps of detail.
No, it's actually really detailed.
Yeah, it's very cool, very nice. Anyhow, there you go, folks. So as we explore this new zone, that's it for this episode. And of course, that big bridge in the background there that Tallahassee jumped off in an attempt to get an achievement. You silly person. Anyway, what do we got in the next episode? Down south. I don't know how far it'll go. So you're saying, by the way, that we don't get to go all the way down the very bottom here, but surely we have to in order to get an achievement for exploring the zone. But is that something that you basically do on your own? Is it? You just sort of wander off down there?
Yeah, there's no quest down there. You get shuffled out to the next zone over.
Scarwood Reach?
Was it Scarlet Reach?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. So it's
And
like
then Scarlet Reach is a nightmare.
oh
It's a
dear.
really long zone.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Well, one more thing that, of course, we have to do in a future episode that we mustn't forget about is the Gloamwood puzzle as well. You'll have to take us there. I'm just having a look at our map. I'm pretty sure you said it was up near Shadefallen Keep or Loggerman's Lift or something like that.
It is, yes.
All right. So that's something we have to do.
Yeah, it's in Shadefall and Keep.
Oh, okay. We'll dedicate a separate episode to that sometime in the future. But in the meantime, as the night falls here in this Dust Bowl area of the Crimson Wash in the Curious Gorge zone, as I'll call it, it's us saying we have to go. So on behalf of myself, Sambo, and of course the wonderful Tallahassee, certainly hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode as we check out this new zone. Till then, it's us saying ta-ta. Have a great day. We'll see you then, and bye-bye.